Just bringing the hands into the heart center. Just gently closing the eyes if you're in a comfortable place to do so. And we're just going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales just to ground the body in the moment. So nice deep inhale through the nose. A nice long, slow, steady exhale. Twice more, nice deep inhale. And really releasing and letting go on the exhale. Relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. One last time, deep inhale. And exhale. And we're going to tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So connecting to that divine wisdom that's within each and every one of us. And also that divine knowledge or wisdom of the universe, of Mother Nature, of anything that's connected around you. So really time to just connect to the self, to connect to everything else around us. Repeating the mantra 3 times, we're inhaling to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Taking a deep inhale. Just suspending the breath for a moment or two, really feeling that deep, deep connection. And exhale, releasing the breath, relaxing the hands down to gently rest on the knees, palms facing up. Keeping the eyes soft or closed if you're comfortable to do so. And we're just going to bring into mind an intention for your practice today. Right for you, just bringing that into mind, taking a few moments to focus there. When you're ready, we're going to turn the hands over to rest on the knees and begin to wake up the body with Sufi grind. So we're sat in a comfortable cross-leg position or easy pose. And we're going to inhale forward, lifting the chest, opening the heart center. Exhale, rounding out the back. We're just starting to wake up that lower spine, connecting the breath to the movement. So nice deep inhale as you come forward. Strong exhale as you come back. Nice big circles. You can use the hands on the knees as a bit of leverage if you want to take it a bit deeper. Just really nice, strong, deep breaths. Just gently slowing your circle in this direction, we're going to begin moving the opposite way. So still inhaling, lifting and opening the chest, the heart center. Exhale, rounding out the back. Nice deep breaths, deep inhale. Slow, steady exhale. I mention this every week, but we store so much emotional energy in our hips that this really is a great opener physically, but also emotionally. Just this movement alone can really release the stress and the tension that we're holding in the lower half of the body. So just really enjoying it. Just gently slowing your circle, coming back to center, sitting up nice and tall. Just feeling that space in the lower spine, the lower part of the back, in the hips, the pelvis. Just really feel that openness. I'm going to take a posture that we don't often use actually, but it's a really nice one to again focus on opening those hips. We're going to come into butterfly pose, so I'll just tilt you down so you can see a bit better. We're going to bring our feet together and our hands are just going to come round the outside of our feet. You can bring the thumbs to the inside, so almost like you're giving the foot a bit of a massage. Now it's perfectly fine, wherever your legs are here, it's fine. It might be that they're up high. It might be that you're able to reach the floor. Wherever you are is perfect. And we're just going to really gently flutter the legs like they're butterfly wings. So we're not forcing them down. Our aim isn't to get them to the floor. Our aim is to just release off those hips. So we're just fluttering here. Just a small movement. Gentle breath. Might find that the movement can get a little deeper as you release off. The legs might drop a bit lower, but it doesn't matter at all. Wherever they are is perfectly fine. The aim is just to bring a bit more space into the lower half of the body. Just gently slowing the legs down to still. Just take a deep inhale. And exhale. We're just releasing the legs. Bring them out in front. Give them a little shake if you need to. A little tap if you need to. We're going to come back into a cross-legged seated position. And this Kriya actually begins with a breath work with Ego Eradicator. So this uses the breath of fire. So if you're on the first 3 days of your moon cycle, your period, or if you're pregnant, please don't take breath of fire, just long deep breathing. That applies for anything that we do, any exercise throughout the whole course. And also if you are pregnant, we're not going to hold any locks in the body either in this area. So we're going to bring our hands up. Our fingers are going to curl over so they're touching the pads, so this kind of top pad here. It can be a bit uncomfortable to begin with, but it's really great for kind of waking up the hands. The thumbs are staying out. And we're going to bring the arms up to 60 degrees, which you probably just can't see me, so they're just up in a V shape, up in a 60-degree angle. And in this position we're going to take breath of fire. So that's the rapid breath where we're focusing on the exhale and the contraction at the navel point. So we're contracting on the exhale. The inhale will naturally come. So because we're contracting the diaphragm, it will just naturally expand for the inhale to come. So all of your focus and attention is on the exhale here. So if you're ready, we're going to curl the hands over. If you're on your period or if you are pregnant, then just long deep breathing, but you can still bring the hands up here. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes, so if you need to take it slowly, that's perfectly fine, just that powerful breath. The aim is to speed up, so if you feel ready to, or if you're familiar with the practice and you want to, go ahead and speed up. Softening or closing the eyes if you're comfortable to do so, and just going within, connecting to the breath. We're really opening our lungs. We're balancing the hemispheres of the brain. Just relaxing into the breath. almost halfway there. Stay with it if you can. Whether you're long, deep breathing or breath of fire, just staying with the breath. You may feel the body start to warm up, that heat generating here. We're activating our solar plexus, our internal sun center. So you might start to feel warmth within the body. Keep going, almost there. We're in the last 30 seconds now. Taking a deep inhale, we're going to bring the arms up overhead, and we want to bring the thumbs to touch and extending the fingers. So the arms are straight up overhead. I'm just showing you how the hands should be. Holding the breath. You'll be able to retain the breath for a little longer than normal. And powerfully exhale, sweeping the arms down. Just to rest on the knees, palms facing up. Just allow the breath a minute to recover. Allow the body a moment to settle. Well done. That was 3 minutes of that breath, which is a lot. That posture is called Ego Eradicator, and it's really to pull ourselves out of that ego mind, to just let go of anything that's coming from our ego rather than from our own truth. Really lovely 3-minute breath work to do just as a pick-me-up at any point during the day. And so we're going to get started with the active part of the Kriya. So we're going to bring our hands down onto the shins or tops of the foot, and we're going to take spinal flex here. So we're inhaling forward, tilting from the pelvis. Exhaling, we're coming back. So we'll move to the side so you can see. So we're inhaling forward, exhale, rounding out the back. So we're tilting from the pelvis. We're not just moving the shoulders. The chin is staying parallel to the ground. So we're not moving the head in any way at all. The chin stays completely parallel with the ground as you move forward and backwards. Now you can go at any pace here. If it's a position you're familiar with and you want to speed up, you can, as long as the breath goes with you. If the back is feeling a bit more sensitive or delicate today, you might want to take it really nice and slowly. Whatever is best for you today, just making sure you're always inhaling forward, exhaling back. Nice, powerful breath. Again, we're really relaxing and releasing that lower spine, stretching that lower spine. We're well over halfway there. Just around another 40 seconds left with this. Just nice, powerful breath. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And inhaling to center, sitting up nice and tall. Exhaling, just releasing, relaxing, shaking out the body from side to side if you need to. Just allow a moment for the breath to come back to its natural rhythm. And the arms are going to come up to the shoulders. We're going to take spinal twists, so the fingers are in front, the thumbs are just tucked behind. And we're going to inhale to the left, exhaling right. Inhaling left, exhaling right. And again, this can go at any varying speed as long as the breath goes with it. So if your spine is feeling very open and you want to speed it up, you can. The breath will almost become a breath of fire. If you want to stay nice and slow, you can also do that. It's perfectly fine. Just always inhaling left, exhaling right. Just listening to your body, what your body needs. Connecting the movement to the breath. Nice, powerful, powerful breath. And inhale to center. Exhale, just relaxing the arms down. Just allow the breath back to its natural rhythm. And we're actually going to come and bring the legs out straight. So the legs are just going to come out straight in front of you. If you need something to sit on to prop you up, a cushion or a block, that's perfectly fine. Rolled up blanket or end of your mat even, it's perfectly fine. We're going to try and come down if we can to reach the toes, but wherever you land is fine. I'll just move back a bit so you can see my toes. There we go. So I'll just demonstrate before we begin. We're going to inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, we're coming down. Our aim is to bring the belly towards the legs, the chest towards the knees. It's not just to bring our head down. The head is the very last thing to come. So your head may just move even slightly. It may not get anywhere near your legs. That's perfectly fine. We're aiming to grab our big toes. So we take our first two fingers and link them round the big toe, pushing the thumb into the nail of the big toe. Now, if this isn't accessible to you, wherever you land on the leg is completely fine. But we're going to keep our hands in that position for the whole time. So whether it's here, here, or here, they're going to stay there. In this position, we're going to inhale, bringing the body up as far as we can, keeping our hands in that position. Exhale, we're just bending the elbows and bringing the whole body forward. So not just the head, the stomach, the chest, the head comes last. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. We're just going to stay here just for a minute or so, just moving in this way. So if you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, coming down, landing wherever you do, perfectly fine on the legs, at the feet. And we're just going to begin here. Inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Again, we're really releasing off that lower spine, stretching even the upper spine here as we come down as well. This is actually called the front life nerve stretch. In yogic terms, it's believed that there's a life nerve that runs the whole length of the leg, a bit like the sciatic nerve. You may feel that in the legs, that sort of fuzziness or almost pins and needles. As long as there's no pain, just keep with the movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If you're here, just inhaling up, exhaling we're just here another 30 seconds. Really just enjoy this stretch, this movement. And we're going to inhale up, briefly hold the breath, exhaling down, holding the breath out completely. When you're ready, just inhaling up to relax and release, shaking out the legs if you need to. And we're going to stay with one of the legs out. We're going to bring the other leg underneath us. So this is kind of a modified kneeling posture. So we're going to bring the right heel underneath the bottom. Again, you may need a cushion or a block here or a blanket, anything you've got to hand to support you. The left leg stays out straight in front. And in this position, we're inhaling up, exhaling, reaching down. This time we are staying down, so you may be able to get slightly deeper after that last posture, but wherever you are is fine. It's again the same principle. We want the belly to come down, the chest to come down, and then the head. We're not just trying to bring the head down to the knee. We want to stay in a relatively straight line if we can. In this posture, we're only here for 1 minute. We're going to take breath of fire as long as none of the cautions apply to you today. If you need to take long, deep breathing, or if you're more comfortable taking long, deep breathing, then that is absolutely fine. We're only here for 1 minute. So if you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms up, exhale, coming down onto the leg, holding wherever you land, and just breathing. Powerful breath. If you're taking breath of fire, even if it's slower, just making sure that breath is really powerful. Last 10 seconds, stay with it. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, stretching, lowering the torso, lowering the head as far down as you can go, holding the breath. And inhale, releasing the leg, coming back up, shaking the leg out. And of course, we now need to switch sides. So coming over, the left heel coming underneath the bottom. So you're kneeling on that heel. Right leg coming out in front. When you're there, we're inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling down to our position. Staying here. And either practicing breath of fire or long deep breathing. This exercise is actually now stretching your sciatic nerve, so if you suffer with any sciatic pain, this is really great stretch for it. And we're bringing that circulation to the upper part of the body, so from the lower chakra up into the higher chakra system. It's really great for elimination as well, the digestive system. Really, really powerful posture. Just here a few more seconds, stay with it. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhaling down as low as you can, dropping the torso, dropping the chest and the head. Inhaling up and just releasing. Stretching out the legs, shaking out the legs if you need to. We're going to bring the legs out, but in a nice wide pose, so as wide as the legs can go. So this is another variation of the life nerve stretch. Again, you might want a little cushion or prop underneath you just to make sure that pelvis isn't rolling back. You want to be sitting up nice and tall. This time we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're coming down, reaching for our toes. I just realised you can't really see my toes, so reaching for our toes. But if you land, again, anywhere on the legs is fine. Could be the shins, could even be just up on the thighs, above the knees. Completely fine, wherever that is comfortable for you. And we're going to stay here. So the arms again, the hands again, don't move. We're just bending the elbows. So we're inhaling to center. Exhale, bending the left elbow and bringing the whole torso and the head down towards the left knee. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling down towards the right, bending the right elbow. So we're inhale to center. Exhale left. Inhale to center. Exhale right. And again, you can take this very, very slowly. If your back needs extra releasing, it's feeling delicate, you can speed up with the breath, just as long as you're connecting the movement to the breath. That's the most important thing here. And just remembering not to move the hands. We're not sliding the hands as we come up and down as we go down. We're just staying in that position that's comfortable for us, wherever that is. Just bending from the elbows. Just nice, powerful breath. Beautiful, really lovely movement. Keep going. Physically, this exercise is obviously working on the flexibility of our spine, but it's also working on our magnetic field, so our aura that surrounds us. We're clearing through that energy. We're just doing this for around just over 30 more seconds. Just enjoying that stretch on the back. Inhaling to center, and we're going to exhale, trying to bring our forehead and nose down towards the ground. So again, hands stay where they are. We're just bending from the elbows. Now this is as far as I can possibly go, so don't feel like it needs to be a big movement, but we're inhaling up, exhaling down, just a small movement. We're just releasing off that lower spine. It could just be that you're only moving a few centimeters, an inch or two. Just really letting go of that lower spine, making sure we're moving from the lower spine, not just the head. We're just here for a minute. We're already almost halfway there. Just inhaling up, exhaling down. gonna inhale up, really stretching that spine as straight as possible. Exhale one last time, bringing the forehead towards the floor, holding the breath out briefly as we stretch here. Then just inhaling and relaxing. Shaking the legs, bringing the legs back together, giving them a little shake, a little stretch. And we're going to take the opposite posture now to stretch that back out. I'm just going to move the candle so I don't kick it over. And we're going to come down to lying on our stomach. So we've stretched the back forward. We're now going to stretch it out. And either come into a cobra position or a sphinx. So if you're coming into cobra, we're just bringing the hands down, just so they're out of your peripheral vision. So you can just see your fingertips in your peripheral vision, just outside, you just can't see them. Keeping the hands here, ideally we'd have our feet together, our toes and our heels, and they'd be flat on the floor. This will put additional pressure on your lower back. So if you do have any pain or real discomfort in the lower back, just bring the feet slightly wider apart. It will just release it off, make it a little bit easier. So when you found that posture, and maybe don't come just yet because I will show Sphinx as well before we begin, you're just going to push up. Now we're keeping the pelvis on the floor, the hips on the floor. We're just coming up, arching the back and lifting the head. We're closing the eyes in this posture. When we're tilting the head back, it can put a lot of pressure on the eyes, so we want to make sure they're closed. So if you're going to come up into full cobra, that's cobra. If you're going to come into Sphinx, then the forearms are on the ground, the hands are flat on the floor. Again, having the feet together if you can. If you need to release a little the lower spine, just separating them apart. And we're just going to come up, lifting and opening that chest and heart center, still bringing the head back. You'll still get that great stretch on the spine. Now when we're in the position, whether it's Sphinx or Cobra, and again, we're only here for 1 minute, so as long as none of the cautions apply to you, we're going to take breath of fire. This is a really, really powerful posture. It really cleanses through the body and starts to generate the energy moving up into the higher chakra system of the body, but it is powerful. So do the best you can. If you need to come into a long, deep breath, that's completely fine. So when you're ready, just coming down to lying on the front and either bringing the hands down just out of your peripheral vision, tucking the elbows in towards the body, or coming into Sphinx, hands flat on the ground. We're going to inhale, coming up, and begin breath of fire. So really pumping that navel, could be slow. Or it could be nice and quick. We're only here for 1 minute. We're only 5 seconds off being halfway there, so stay with it. Last 15 seconds, doing really well. And take a deep inhale. Hold the posture and powerfully exhale. And then if you can, apply root lock, so the Mula Bandha. So we're pulling up on the muscles of the anus, the sex organs, the root lock of the body. Holding here. Releasing the lock, inhaling. And exhale, just releasing back down, Just bringing the forehead to the ground, bringing the arms along the side, and we're just going to take a moment to pause and rest here. So just breathing, nice long deep breaths. Just allow the body to recover. It's a very, very powerful posture, especially if done with breath of fire. It's really balancing that prana, the life force energy. It's opening up the channel of the spine to allow that kundalini energy to flow. So just recovering here for a moment, just resting. And when you're ready, just making your way back up to a seated position. You can push back into child's pose if you need to stretch the back out on the way. And there's just 2 postures left in the Kriya before we go into Sat Kriya, which is also part of this Kriya as well. Once you're in a comfortable seated position, we're going to come into our next posture, which is just basic shoulder shrugs. So we're inhaling both shoulders up at the same time, exhaling, releasing down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Just really making the breath nice and powerful and visualizing on that exhale, just releasing, letting go. Letting everything just leave the body. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Just pulling that energy into the higher chakra, balancing the upper chakra triangle. It's said that shoulder shrugs actually open the hormonal gate of the higher organs, so the brain. So hopefully this is nice and nourishing and balancing. Just let go. Inhaling up, exhaling down, really letting go, letting all that tension just melt away. And the last posture is neck rolls, so just tuning into how the neck feels today. I'll show you the rolls first. If you need a modification, I'll show that after. So we're going to inhale, right ear comes towards the right shoulder as the head comes back. Exhale, chin coming down towards the chest. Slow, soft, gentle movement. If you need a modification today, we're just going to bring the shoulders towards the ear towards each shoulder. So right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Chin down towards the chest. Up towards the ceiling, coming back to center, looking left and looking right. So just listening to your body today, just taking the movement that's right for you. Taking neck rolls, we're just slowing the circle, coming to a stop, and we're going to begin moving in the opposite direction. So the left ear coming towards the left shoulder, inhaling as the head comes back, exhaling as the chin comes down towards the chest. shoulders down. Trying not to bring the shoulders up, really creating that lovely length and space between the shoulders and the ears, lengthening the neck. Just gently slowing the movement, coming back to center, bringing the head back to that central position, just taking a nice deep inhale and completely relax as you exhale. Just feeling that energy now flowing all the way through the body, through the open channel of the spine, all the way up into the crown of the head. Just really feeling that peace and balance. And we're going to finish the Kriya with Sat Kriya. So we're going to come up to a kneeling position. I'm just going to tilt you so you can see my hands. So we're just up kneeling, and we're going to interlace the hands. Just change the mantra so we're ready to go. So the hands are interlacing with just the first finger pointing up. We're crossing the thumbs over. Now the left thumb over the right is to bring more feminine energy into your practice today. The right thumb over the left is to bring more masculine. As we say every time we do this, everybody is made up of feminine and masculine energy, regardless of whether you're male or female. So just really feeling which position feels best for you today, whether that's consciously or subconsciously, whether you feel drawn to more feminine energy into your practice or more masculine energy into your practice. Whichever you feel drawn to is the right one for you today. So we're going to inhale, bringing the arms up so they're almost hugging along the ears. So we need to make sure those shoulders stay down. We don't want to hunch our shoulders up. Shoulders are staying down. And we're going to chant the mantra Sat Nam. And on the Sat, we're going to pull the navel back towards the spine, and on the Nam, we're going to release. So this is going to kind of pull the energy up. So as you're kind of pulling back on the navel, you'll feel the energy start to flow through the upper half of the body. So it will look a bit like this. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. So I'm not moving from anywhere other than the navel. Obviously the arms do move, but that's just as a carry on from moving at the navel. So all of the movements from the navel. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Perfect. So if you're ready, we'll bring the arms up. I'll turn the mantra up as we get going. Gently closing the eyes if you're comfortable to do so, and joining in with the mantra chanting when you're ready. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. We're halfway there, doing really well. Stay with it. Nam, Sat 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 Nam. Last 30 seconds. Keep going. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. And take a deep inhale and squeeze all the muscles of the body, so all the way from the buttocks, the back, the shoulders, all the way up to the top of your fingers, really holding, squeezing, just mentally allowing that energy to flow up to the top of the skull, keeping the arms where they are. Powerfully exhale. Again, deep inhale. And exhale completely. We're going to pull the Mula Bandha, so the root lock here. So the anus, the sex organs, the lower abdominals, holding the breath, holding the root lock. Releasing the lock, inhaling. Exhaling, just sweeping the arms down, slowly, gradually clearing through the aura as you go. Just feeling the benefits of the whole Kriya, but especially of that posture. Kriya really circulates the Kundalini energy throughout the whole body, throughout all of the chakras. It strengthens our nervous systems, really, really powerful. You can feel it through the whole body. When you're ready, we're going to come down to lying on our backs for relaxation. So although we always come into relaxation after every Kriya, it actually is a posture in this Kriya. Relaxation is the 11th posture of the Kriya. It's such a powerful one that it's really important that we take relaxation here, just to allow for that deep integration of energy, just to consciously integrate any mind and body changes that have happened, that have been brought to the surface during our practice. So just grabbing any socks, blankets or cushions, just making sure you're as comfortable as you can possibly be. And just deeply relaxing the body, just allow the body to grow really heavy. And just enter into your own peaceful, quiet, relaxed relaxation. The Kriya really allows you to sense the extension of yourself, so the true self or higher self, through the magnetic field that we've just been working on, strengthening through the aura. It really allows the physical body to deeply relax. So just resting here. Bringing the arms alongside the body with the palms facing up, just to receive any whispers from your soul or messages from the universe as you rest here. position. We're just going to open up to some receptive visualization here. So without bringing your mind back too much, just asking a question, just bringing into mind something you desire, something you'd like to know the answer to. Ask the question and wait for a response. In this relaxed state with an empty mind, you can hear and listen to the subconscious. Tap into your inner guidance, linking to your own subconscious. Just spending a moment asking the question and receiving the answer. We're going to refocus the mind, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind on positive thoughts, allowing the tension and stress to just simply melt away. Just bringing positive affirmation into your mind. I am in harmony with life. I am in harmony with life. I am in harmony with life. Peace is within me. Peace is within me. Peace is within me. And if you have any personal positive affirmations or thoughts, just mentally repeating them 3 times, connecting to that positive thought, that positive mind. When you're ready, just taking a deep inhale all the way down into the belly, and a nice slow releasing, relaxing exhale. Gently begin bringing some movement back into the physical body, connecting back into your body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Begin rotating the wrists and the ankles in one direction. And softly and gently back the opposite way. Reaching the arms up overhead onto the ground behind you. Pointing the toes in the opposite direction. Taking a deep inhale and really allow that energy to flow from the tips of your toes all the way through the body to the tops of the fingers, stretching. And And exhaling, releasing the arms back down alongside the body. Gently tucking the knees up in towards the chest and rocking from side to side, massaging out the lower spine. If you'd like to take a gentle twist, just bringing the arms down onto the ground, dropping the knees over to one side and turning the head in the opposite direction. Just taking a breath, enjoying the twist here. When you're ready, coming back to center, dropping the knees to the other side, turning the head in the opposite direction. Just taking a breath here. When you're ready, coming back to center, and we're going to rub the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet together, stimulating the 72,000 nerve endings found here. Reactivating, re-stimulating the nervous system of the body and relaxing down. Taking any other stretches you need to, making your way back up to a comfortable seated position. Just sitting in that complete stillness. Feeling the peace of your own mind and the connection to your own true self. We're going to gently bring the palms together in at the heart center. And we're going to seal our practice together today with 3 long Sat Nams. Sat meaning truth and Nam meaning name. So really connecting to our true self, our highest self, the self that we feel with this clear mind and a full heart. Repeating the mantra 3 times, inhaling to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Bowing the head down to the ground to equalize the energy between the head and the heart, to help us balance between our mind and our soul. Sat Nam.